Good morning, Professor. Today we will be presenting about the La Lima Hotel and Resort Accounting Simulation. And this is our member, Chong Supanita, which is me, Sumai, Katavi, Kang Si, and Sin Lim. And this is our content. So we will start with the understanding the entity business. La Lima Hotel and Resort opened on September 29, 2019. It is a privately owned hotel and resort located in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Since opening, the hotel has been grown and has planned to expand in the future to improve the service and facilities. The hotel is managed by the general manager who oversees directly operation. The ownership team made this big decision and guide the hotel long-term growth. The hotel is divided into the department like front office, housekeeper, and food beverage operation. Each department have the leader who report to the general manager to ensure everything runs smoothly. Regularly, a review and audit help us maintain high standard and improve the service we offer to our guests. In short, La Lima Hotel has a clear management structure and strong internal control to ensure a great experience for the both guests and staff. As the registered hotel, La Lima follow local accounting standard and regulation for the hospitality industry. Sales are handled through direct booking online platform and travel agency partnership. The finance department manage purchase working closely with the operation team to ensure that goods and service are properly acquired. The nature of the business. La Lima offer the luxury accommodation, resort service, and dining for both and business traveler. Its target market includes both domestic and international tourists.
Let's discussing about company financial positions as of April 30 and May 31st, 2024. This report provides an overview of asset, liability, and equity for each month, giving us insight into financial health. Now let's begin with the asset. We categorize asset into two types, current assets and non-current assets. First, current assets include cash, receivables, and other short-term assets. For April, current assets were valued at $766,157, but they decreased slightly to $752,766 in May. This indicates a small reduction in our short-term financial resource. Moving on to non-current assets, which encompass long-term items such as equipment and property, we also saw a slight decline from $73,761 in April to $72,821 in May. Overall, our total asset decreased from $839,918 in April to $825,587 in May. This drop is important as it reflects change in our resource available for operations. Now let's discuss about equity and liability. Equity represents to the owner's reduced interest in the company after all debt have been settled. In our report, equity decreased from $784,994 in April to $780,141 in May. This change is primarily due to the overall decrease in assets. Next, we look at the current liability, which is our short-term debt that need to be settled soon. This increased from $41,290 in April to $45,210 in May. This uptick suggests that while we manage our liability, we do have a bit more short-term debt to address. A positive note that we have no long-term debt list for 8 months. This is a strong position for our company, as it means we are burdened by any significant financial obligation over the long term. Now let's examine the balance between total asset, equity, and liabilities. As of May 31st, total asset of $825,587 equal perfectly with the sum of liabilities and equity. This balance is crucial as it indicates that financial statements are aligned and accurately reflect financial position. Let's take a look at these line charts that show us about financial position. For total asset decreased slightly from April to May. The value of the owner represented by equity also saw a small decline while our short-term debt increased.
Talking about the statement of profit or loss for the month of April and May 2024, this statement shows the company performance focusing on revenue, expense, and profit. Let's start with revenue. In May 2024, the company earned $43,625, a significant increase from $528 in April. This growth in revenue showed that the company had a strong month in May compared to April. Next, we have gross profit, which is the amount left after covering direct expense like production costs. For May, our gross profit was also $43,625, which is the same as the revenue, meaning there were no additional direct costs in May. In April, the gross profit was $528, matching the revenue for that month. Now let's look at the operating expense. These are the costs related to running the business, like advertising, depreciation, and utility bill. For May, the total operation expense were $4,978, higher than $3,442 in April. The increase in expense is mostly due to higher costs in areas like utility and depreciation. After subtracting operating expense from gross profit, we get the operating profit. In May 2024, the operating profit was $38,652, a big turnaround from a loss of $2,914 in April. This meant that despite the higher expense, the company improved in profit significantly in May. Finally, we have the profit for the month net profit. This is the final profit after all expense for May. It is $38,652, showing that the company ended in the month in a strong position. In contrast, April showed a loss of $2,914, reflecting the lower revenue and higher expense. In summary, May was a much better month for the company. Revenue increased, expense were controlled, and the company turned a loss into a profit. They show positive growth and improvement from April to May.
Today, I'm responsible for statement of changes in equity and the cash flow of Larimar Hotel and Resort. The statement of changes in equity shows how the company's equity changes in a specific period of time. It includes changes in share capital, retained earnings, and total equity. And now let's start with the table format. For each month, we have share capital, retained earning, and total equity. For the share capital, it remained constant for 1,500, and the retained earnings, this increased by the profit for the month. Total equity, this is the sum of share capital and retained earning together. For example, in May, opening retained earning was 780,494. After adding the month's profit of 38,652, it increased to 819,146. The total equity was 823,646. And the next slide will be the chart visualize the same data. Each bar represents the total equity broken down into share capitals and retained earnings. You can see how the profits consistently increase. Retained earnings result in a higher total equity month by month. And the next point will be the statement of cash flows. In the statement of cash flows for Larimar Hotel and Resort for May 2024, this report summarizes how cash was generated and used during the month across three main activities: operating, investing, and financing. Now let's start with the table summarizing Larimar Hotel and Resort's cash flow for May 2024. This report has three main keys. The first one will be the operating activities. The second one will be investing activities, and the last one will be the net increase in cash. For the operating activities, the company generated $86,132 from its main business operations, which is a positive sign of strong financial health. The second one is the investing activities. There were a cash outflow from outflow of $2,735 due to investments likely for a long-term assets to support the future growth of the hotel. And the last is the net increase in cash. Combine these, The company had a net cash increase of $83,397. At the beginning of May, Larima had 361,157 in cash, adding the net increase. It ended the month with a healthy balance of 444,554. And the bar chart, this bar graph visualizes the same data for easier understanding for the previous slide. A large cash inflow from operating activities at 86,132. A smaller outflow for investments, 2,732 represents in blue. The net increase of 83,397 and how the cash grew from 366,157 to 44,554 at the end of May. In summary, Larima Hotel and Resort is managing its finances effectively with strong cash flow from operations and strategic investments for the future. And this is the end of my presentation. Now let's move to the next presenter.
Thank you, Sĩ, for your presentation. Now let's move into my part is analysis and interpretation. Now let's move into the first slide. This slide is show the financial trend of Larima Hotel and Resort comparing May and April 2024. First is the revenue and the gross profit. In May, revenue increased by 22.36% from 15,290 to 18,709. This increase this indicates stronger sales performance. Second is operating expense. Operating expense rose significantly by 58.49%, which impact overall profit. The third is the operating profit. We see a turnaround with operating profit moving from a loss 6,709 in April to a profit of 5,109 in May, showing a better cost management or revenue growth. Overall, May showed the improved financial performance, but raising expense need closer attention. Moving to the next slide is analysis and interpretation of financial statements. Revenue increased from 15,290 to 18,709 due to improved sales. Moving to the company current assets stands at 766,157. They suggest a stable ability to meet a short-term obligation. For the operating activity, operating cash flow is strong at 86,132. The figure indicate a positive financial standing, but not maintaining a control over the expense is critical. Moving to the slides of the analysis of financial statement. Finally, let's analyze the profitable, efficiency, and liquidity ratio for May and April. Profitability ratio, return on equity, and return on capital employment shift from negative in April to positive in May at 10.22% thanks to increased profit. For the gross and the net margin also improved to 27.30%, a major turnaround from April losses. Efficiency ratio, the receivable period improved from 48.22 years to 34.58 years, showing a faster collaboration. For the liquidity ratio, the current and quick ratio improved significantly, reflecting on a better short-term financial health. Last but not least, in May, profitability and efficiency metric improved, importantly highlighting a strong financial performance.
For recommendation, Ancient Financial Reporting ensure the hotel financial statement like the profit and loss statement and cash flow statement are updated regularly will help this management make better decisions and improve transparency. Improve cash flow management since the hotel industry is affected by the seasonal change. It is the important monitor cash flow closely, especially during the peak and off-peak season. Using better cash A forecasting model can help manage finance during the quarter time. Strengthen financial analysis regularly, review the financial performance, including the key role like growth, profit margin, and return. The asset will guide important decisions and improve effectively. Invest more in marketing and sales. The hotel should increase its marketing budget to attract more international guests. This will help raise occupancy rate and boost revenue. Thank you for listening. This is our end of our presentation.